that she can get it. Say if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them dim the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis.
Alrighty, hey, it is your girl Candy, and I am here with my girl EJ, the TV junkie, and we are here to discuss Married to Medicine Season 11, Episode 2, Quad Gets Her Groove Back. So EJ, what are your thoughts on this episode? How did you like it? What you didn't like?
I liked it. It was good. It was really good. I liked it because I like Quad. So the moment, the chance I get to see her, I just feel like she a vibe, and I just like her regardless of whatever. I just like her. So I was like, oh yes. And then I got to see less of Sweet Tea, so it was all good for me. I was like, oh yeah, I like this episode.
Yes, anytime we do not have to see Sweet Tea that much or hear her voice that much, it makes it all the better. I enjoyed the episode as well. Listen, can y'all hear me? I don't even have my mic plugged up. Dang it.
We can hear you now.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, I can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me better?
I can, and it's it changed a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, the episode was decent. It was just Married to Medicine, messy ass women just being messy.
Not being messy. This outfit was given like everything that it needed to give, and then
always comes through with the fashions. And she's always dramatic and extra and over the top. And that's one of the things I like about her, because she does not mind doing and going above and beyond to make a statement. And she makes a statement every time. They did do a throwback on her, like her previous parties where she was like in, I'm not going to say a bathing suit, but it was more of the carnival theme. And I'm like, shit, Quad body is bodying, and she doesn't, she don't mind showing it off.
Okay. I was like, okay,
Yes. I saw that we had some people in the building, but I'm not sure what happened. Let's see. And if anybody's in the building, want to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to both channels, go ahead and let us know what you think about Married to Medicine. Are you a fan, not a fan? What you like about it? What are your thoughts on this reality show? So the episode starts out like the last one did, with Phaedra and her baby. Well, this is Aiden this time. Last one was, I forgot, the baby boy, but this one is Aiden, and Aiden is on his way to high school. But I remember Aiden in utero. I remember when she was pregnant with him. I remember when he was born. I remember all the things. I remember the baby shower, the overtop baby shower. So if anybody is like a real Housewives of Atlanta fan, watched it back in the day, they would remember Aiden and Phaedra and her baby Aiden. Of course, this is a crop picture of him. He was in the backseat, of course. But her baby is going to high school, and he is such a handsome, well-rounded young man. Thoughts on, that's all we saw of Phaedra. Child. I don't know how much more we're going to see of Phaedra either.
I like Phaedra. So far, but it's because y'all keep saying that I haven't seen the Phaedra.
Yeah, and she really doesn't do anything on the show per se, so you really won't see her. I don't know what they have in store for her, later on down the line, but right now, of course, she's just doing these intros, and then we'll see her, throughout at the party later on. But before we get started, I want to speak to Latoya. Hey, Latoya.
Hey, boo. Hey, sis. Hey, girl. Thank you for the super sticker.
Hey. You only 2 episodes behind, so I think you can always catch up.
Love
Let's
you
see.
too.
And we have a super chat. What does it say?
It's a super sticker and it's describing the sticker.
Oh, okay. This is grabbing a okay. Listen,
I've
okay.
been there, done that. Like,
I
because
saw
I
you
just
do
be
that
really
yesterday. I'm
reading
like,
it.
what is EJ talking about? I said, oh, okay. Yes, Mr. President. Yes, ma'am. Yes. She thought very highly of her children. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all because they're your pride and joy. And you want the best for your children. And I appreciate her for that. I do know she's a real good mom because I have a mutual friend, like one of my best good friends is a friend of hers. So and he always talks about her and how she's a very, very good mom. No, Quad has been kind of quiet so far. Latoya, she's been quiet so far, but I'm sure it's coming. Heavenly, baby, Heavenly started episode 1. What are you talking about? Is that a question? I mean, like, come on, Latoya. If you know, you know. Okay.
Heavenly say, listen, ain't got no time to be starting this show out like this.
Oh, she got the time. She gonna make it. If she ain't got it, she gonna make it.
Did you see? Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I forgot that we were doing this, and I just almost like felt like I was talking to you behind the scenes, and I was just about to tell you.
You thought we was backstage after show.
Because I was going to ask you, did you see the response that Heavenly gave when Dr. Simone was on the thing talking, the thing I was telling you about earlier?
No, but I'm sure she had one.
Yes,
I didn't really want to watch anything today because I didn't want anything to mess me up with my thoughts on this. Because if you watch one person, it'll change your whole trajectory of the show, sometimes. So, no.
Hey, Monique.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, Boo.
How you doing?
But okay, I'm sorry.
You good?
Because I live for their social media. I'm sorry, they social media be popping.
It does, but I tried to stay off of it today. I did. I really, honestly did, for real. So, Simone keeps it a little bit too real, in my opinion, because she lets everybody know that she has the BGs. She has the bubble guts, and whatever they did at Whitnick, I finished say Freaknik. Whitnick really showed up the next day because Sister Girl was tore up from the floor up. Cecil raggedy behind, sneaky behind, sat there and poured more alcohol into whatever they already had. And I'm like, you know what? That's my type of party. Do that shit and don't tell me, okay? Because don't tell me. Because if you tell me, I ain't gonna drink it. Okay. But if you do it without me knowing, I am all here for it. I'm in the dark, Monique, I'm always be dark for some reason. Listen, Monique be getting me together, okay? I be in the dark. I don't know why I'm so dark. Let me see.
Mine be dark sometimes too. I turn my light up a smidget. I be trying to show my light back here so that it look like it's all, whatchamacallit.
Still dark. I think I got darker.
I'll be trying to have that low light, but I think I'm too dark for that. I don't know. I don't care though. We make it do what it do.
No, that's too dark.
Oh yeah, you got darker.
Yeah, I did. Okay. So anywho's so EJ, have you ever been in Simone's situation or worse? Like,
listen, if so, I'll never tell. I'm a good girl. I don't do this.
Has nothing to do with it. Being a good girl has nothing to do with having fun.
It does. I don't do these types of things. My daughter could be watching this right now. I want to be an example. Now, seriously. I mean, I done been out of it like maybe two times in my entire life. One time got on videotape and I don't appreciate it.
Oh, whoa, no. Somebody got me like that too. And yeah, I was like, delete now. They put that shit on Facebook. Delete that. Don't do that. I was like, oh, let me see your phone. Let me empty out your trash can too. Because what you're not supposed to do is have me on the World Wide Webs. No, ma'am. No, sir. We're not doing it. No.
Okay.
So yes, too many 40s will do it. Yeah. Yeah, I went back and looked at the GIF. What I need to find out what she did. Y'all are too funny. So yeah, Cecil did the okie doke on Simone, like, sir. But that's what you do though, you just You do that and let the people know. Just hopefully everybody get home safely. Okay.
Girl.
So they just moving through the motions of everybody, doing their day to day. You see Contessa with her daughter, and she has really, really grown because I hadn't seen her in maybe like 2 or 3 years. So she has really grown up. And then we have Dr. Jackie in Dr. Mode. She is with an elderly patient that's going through menopause, I would say, or something, and she's letting her know what she needs to do. And I appreciate Jackie on the show because a lot of things that happens with our bodies, we may not know or may not want to talk about, but Jackie will say, she will bring things out need be, with her patients and whatnot. And if there's an issue going on with one of our co-workers, with one of the cast members, she'll bring stuff out that like that as well, even though there was a hiccup back during the panorama, and she kind of made some disparaging comments on Dr. Heavenly's website page, and it was like women need to stop faking when they're pregnant, like to try to get out of work or try to leave early or things like that. I didn't take it to heart when I heard it because I do know people that do that. However, the whole country was in an uproar, and I'm like, she was not telling a lie though. Like people do that, and I get we should not say certain things, but hey, it is what it is. Did you ever hear that, EJ, about?
I saw a little bit of it, but I was like, but did she lie? That's all I
the thing.
said.
She did not lie. Whether she should have said it or not, she wasn't lying because I remember being pregnant. And I'm like, I not go to work like this. And I'm one of the ones she was talking about. However, I don't think everybody should have been. I can tell people how to feel. I just didn't feel no kind of way because I was like, she was talking to me. Let me go. I called Dr. Lamar. Hey, bro, can I get my back hurting? You know,
But on platforms, when you're on certain platforms, you have to watch the things that you say because we do live in a world that is highly sensitive to a lot of things these days. It's not the same where you could say things and people took them for what they were. You say something now, it could be true, and it could be the smallest thing, and someone may take offense to it. Maybe not everyone, but it's just we just live in a sensitive world, and it's it is what it is. So, and with her having such a platform that she has to watch the things she say. Did I find anything wrong with what she said? I felt like if she was speaking the truth, like I've heard of people doing that. I personally never have, but I've heard of people doing it. So I felt like it was a truth that I've heard of before. So what was the problem? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
she was not lying.
Get it though.
And I could be, not going in, and I know I'm not going into detail, and I'm not going to do it, but I don't take things to heart like that. I don't, but people want to be mad about something. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Latoya, she could have said it in a different way, but she was just having a candid conversation with Dr. Heavenly on a platform that she thought she could say it in. But of course, she should have known better because of, you are a doctor, a real doctor. And,
you can't say certain things.
You just you can't have kitchen table talk on a public platform. And this lady has hundreds of thousands of viewers. And then it went bananas. It went bananas after the fact, like maybe a year or two later.
Yeah. I saw that. I was like, oh, she said, I was like, oh, okay. I said, but then I was like, oh, this was a minute ago.
This was in the height of the panorama, child, like in the thick of it. And yeah. So anywho's, we get to the non-factors of the, cast. Dr. Greg and his wife Letitia, Sweet Tea as they call her. EJ, what are your thoughts? First of all, he said she looked exotic, and then he was like, "You giving what he said, Dallas and Atlanta or something." And I'm like, okay, so
I don't know something about Texas. I just need him to stop using Texas. Stop.
Texas. She was living in DC at one point. Now she in Georgia, so that's why I did Texas, DC, Georgia. Girl, how she looking exotic, sir? You don't even know what to say. You just want to say something just to say it.
He's just trying to be like in a younger bracket, like, and it's just so It's just so. I'm like,
Yeah, like
stop. Like,
cringy.
just
Like
be yourself. Like, you don't have to do all of these extra things. Like, why is it so extra all the time?
forced.
Yes,
It
Mo.
was
That's
not
literally what it
genuine.
feels like. It feels like they so forced, and I'm just like, oh my God, why are we
Mhm.
doing this right now? I hate every time I see them on the thing, I be like cringing, like, oh, here we go. We're
Yes.
about to see this. We're about to see her try to say something sexy to him and keep talking about this doggone baby. Girl, stop.
I'm gonna love the endometriosis out of you, sir. What are you talking about? Like that's not
It's not
cute. That's not
sexy.
sexy. Like she has an issue going on, and you cannot love that out of her. You got
I
me
get what
goose
he's
now, girl.
trying to
I'm gonna give it to you right tonight. Shut up. No, you not.
and I get it, but at the same time, it's just very cringy. Like it's not cute.
It's
Like
secondhand embarrassment. That's how I feel. I have secondhand embarrassment with
it's
them.
only
Like,
because it's not cute the way he says it. Like it sounds like it feels like he's like just trying to find things to say to make it sound a certain
mm-hmm,
way. It's not like real. Like if it was like a real thing and you could really feel that it was just like this is their playful banter
mm-hmm,
and it was like cute and fun, I wouldn't say anything. I'd be like, shoot, that's them. That's cute. But
mm-hmm,
it feels so like I'm trying so hard. Like my son always say try hard or whatever they be saying.
mm-hmm.
That's
You'll
what it
try
feels like.
hard.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can see Cecil saying something like that to Simone because they have that open conversation. They are loud and proud about their conversations. I can't see Heavenly and Dr. Daddy Damon doing that. I can't see definitely can't see Dr. Jackie and her husband. I can see them, Cecil because he's always cool and funny. He's always the jokester. Um
Even Toya and whatchamadoodie, even they
Toya and
have a
Eugene,
more.
yes, I forgot about him. Yeah, Toya and Eugene, yes, we could see them having that conversation. Even though I would cringe at it because, but these two, no, I don't know. So of course they bring up Dr. Heavenly conversation. How do you feel about them keep talking about the Dr. Heavenly of it all? Like I'm sick of it.
Well, I feel like she act like, okay, so first of all, Sweet Tea is always acting like, oh, Dr. Heavenly, she's obsessed with me. No, ma'am, you're the one who's always bringing up things. When they were at the Freaknik, Whitnick, whatever you want to call
Mm-hmm.
it, when they were there, she's the one who went up to Dr. Daddy talking to him. Like, and they were just trying to have a good time. Like, this wasn't the time or the place to even bring this up. And here you are bringing all this stuff up. Like, ma'am, you're the one who's always, like, to me, she's the one who's always bringing this stuff
Mm-hmm.
up. It's like, this is her only storyline is to attach herself to Heavenly. Ma'am, get your own storyline and
Yes.
let this be. Because why? Because first of all, Dr. Daddy don't bother nobody. Let him be.
Mm-mm.
He don't bother. Now, Dr. Heavenly, she always messing with somebody, but Dr. Daddy don't. And
Oh yeah.
I need y'all to get off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do not like the way Dr. G is coming off right now. He was irritating me at that thing. He was irritating me at this table. He just a whole irritant.
Mm-hmm. 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 And then, Dr. Greg wants people to think that they are above it all and that they're, taking the high road and whatnot. And they're really not because y'all gonna bring this up again. It's gonna come back up again. And sir, no. Like it's like every time y'all can bring it up, you're gonna bring it up. And it's like trying to focus on a baby and focus on that, Letitia. Don't worry about Dr. Heavenly, even though she was wrong for what she said, because I forgot that she said something about him being a pedo. And that I think that's the most ridiculous part of it all, but they never bring it up. It's always about his practice. And I get it, that's your money, that's your, the way you make a living, and that's your name out there like that. And I get it, but that pedo thing is what is a big stickler for me. So
And then Sweet Tea got on actual social media and was talking about Dr. Damon and talking about the Mariah situation. Like she the one who got on social media, actually had a whole vlog talking about that. It's sad how invested I am in this stuff right now.
yes, they are. Yeah, and she has a whole YouTube channel now, Sweet Tea. Like, girl, okay,
Talking about what exactly?
the show and talking about Dr. Heavenly. Like, girl, let it go. Okay, let it go. I'm gonna need her to let it go and do something else. So we have a special delivery from Quad Air, and Quad is over the top, and I love it. I appreciate her for being so, because nobody else does it like she does. She is a party planning queen. So she has these young ladies that are riding around in a Rolls Royce, and she has a driver, and then she has two young ladies that speak at the same time. Welcome to Quad Air. I'm like, are we really doing the thing? All right, Quad. I ain't mad at you. So Quad goes to Dr. Simone's office, does her have the girls do their thing or whatever. She goes out and sees Quad, and they embrace, they hug or whatnot. And of course, Dr. Jackie always thinks about the apology that's supposed to be had with Quad. Quad apologized to her, but of course, she has not apologized to Quad for what she said as far as her niece that was unalived at her home, which they agreed on to not discuss. But what are your thoughts on Dr. Simone and Quad speaking? Well, not speaking, but the apology part of it all.
I think that Dr. Simone does owe her an apology when it's all said and done. The same way that Quad owed her an apology, I think that Simone should have given her that apology because she knows that she's wrong, because she says it in this episode. She said that she shouldn't have done it. So if you knew that you shouldn't have done it and that it was going to be hurtful, that it was hurtful to her, then why not just give an apology instead of saying, I'm not apologizing for this, that, and the third, whatever. I can't remember her exact wording, but she made it a point to where she don't feel like she needs to be apologizing over. And I just have never heard her apologize the first time. I was like, well, maybe I missed it, but I don't remember her apologizing the first time. I haven't heard her say that she apologized for doing that. I heard them,
Talk
try
about
to
it.
work through their issue, like as far as like trying to get back on their friendship, but I didn't hear the exact wording, because when Quad made her apology, she said, I've done some things to them that I shouldn't have, da, 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 da. And maybe she wasn't specific, but to me, they know all the things. She had to say what she did to each person. I feel like because it was, I was like, okay. So to me, I felt that apology as more sincere, but I haven't heard Dr. Simone's apology just yet. And I would love for her to go ahead and apologize, because I feel like her and Quad can move past this. But for whatever reason, Simone wants to be the person that's petty right now. And I don't know why. I mean, let Toya have that position. That's what she does. Let her keep it.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
pissed me off in this episode too.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know if I said it last week, but I'm not a fan of apologies. If I said something, if it came out my mouth, I meant it. I might not want you to want to hurt your feelings, but if I said it, I said it, and it is what it is. So I'm not a fan of apologies because I said it. So if you said it, you own it, stand in it. And if she meant what she said, I mean, it was going to hurt her, so you can't apologize about that. You knew it was going that will hurt somebody. If we agreed to not bring it up and you brought it up anyway on a public platform with millions of people watching, you can't take that away. And you knew it was going to hurt me, and you saw my facial expression while you were looking at me and saying it, so you can't take. It's nothing to apologize about as far as that. Now later on, Toya brings up the Napa thing. Now I do believe she probably wants the apology for that, because I don't know if you saw it, but they was like, Quad, we want you to leave. You need to go. We don't want you here, or whatever her words were. I don't know the exact words, but it was more of a, like she was talking to a child. And I don't know if they thought Quad was going to stay and beg and grovel at their feet, but Quad left. And I think that's what they did. They weren't prepared for that, in my opinion, because they're used to people begging and pleading. They thought they had.
That's right. So I think I said, dang, my elbow blank. Go ahead.
You handle that, and I think they were thinking thinking that she was going to grovel at their feet and ask, like for forgiveness or whatever. And I'm with Quad. If you tell me to leave, I'm freaking leaving. I'm not staying somewhere I'm not wanted.
I didn't
You
want her
know?
to come in the beginning though, Candy. Like I was so upset when she came. I was like, she is coming and they about to gang up on her. They about to do the absolute most.
Mhm.
And then when she was all like, we don't feel connected or some kind of word. She basically used
Mhm.
the same words that Quad had used at the dinner. She tried to use the same thing. I felt like that was so petty because that's not how you really felt. You were just literally trying to take her words and use them against her.
Mhm.
And I was just like, ugh. That's when I knew right then. I was like, I had slowly been gathering that Dr. Simone was a problem.
Yeah.
But she's more of a problem when Toya puts the battery pack in her back because this is
Mhm.
really what Toya wanted to say and do. And this was all about what Toya's agenda was. And it's like, it's almost like she just led them to the, like, they was like sheep and they just got led to the slaughter because I felt like she was pushing this agenda the entire time. This wasn't a true, genuine invitation. Well, and then when they tried to replay some of the stuff, they replayed it and made it seem like Simone said that it was okay. Not Simone. That Latoya said that Toya said it was okay. Well, she
Mhm.
did, but she said it in such a way to like it's okay because they wanted to confront her. She is not okay. Like I want her to come there for this
Mhm.
real vacation and let's really connect. No, they were. She wanted her to come so that she can confront her, and that's why she
Yep.
wanted old girl to invite her.
Yep.
Like, and then when Phaedra did the most, now that was a moment where I wasn't feeling Phaedra at all because she flip flopped real quick. Like, man,
Mhm.
what are we doing exactly? Because I just don't. I just like Quad. I'm sorry. I ain't got no problems with Quad. Quad is a vibe. If
Mhm.
I were to hang out with anybody in that group, it would definitely be Quad.
Yeah, definitely be quiet. It wouldn't be them old other hags and heifers. And what's up, Chef Moose Knuckles? How you doing? Simone is definitely a flip flopper. She doesn't stay on. She doesn't stay on it. She goes whichever the way the wind's blowing. If she's with Doctor Jackie, she's with Doctor Jackie. If she's with um what's the guy name?
Toy.
Toya, she's with Toya. But Simone is never on how she feels. It's always what somebody else has said to her, and whoever she's around, that's just how Simone is. And she
Cecil
gets on
got
my
more sense
freaking
than her.
nerves. She gets on my freaking nerves.
Cecil
Yes.
got way more sense than her. Cecil be speaking truth sometimes. Like I be like, Cecil
Yeah.
actually got some because
Mm-hmm.
he went right on over there, hug Quad and everything. He don't give a damn about what y'all little beef that y'all got going on right now. Like either you gonna fix it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do so because that was out of line last week when she told her and someone that was uninvited. Well, ma'am, first of all, I was invited. See, stuff like that would irritate me
Yes.
because if I know I was invited somewhere and then you try to get up there and tell people that I wasn't invited somewhere, that's gonna piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
Ask
like,
your husband, was I invited?
okay, that's also stuff I would, but I was like, Quiet kept it cute. That's what I like about her. She kept
Uh-huh.
it
She
cute.
kept it cute and on mute. But and then yes, Cecil does make it a way to try to help Simone see stuff because Simone takes her shit to the left and he try to bring her in the middle a little bit as much as
Mm.
he can because when he was saying like Dr. Jackie, the issue with Dr. Jackie, if y'all made up with that, you can make up with Quad, you can make up with Heavenly, you can make up with all these people. Like not Quad, Toya, because her and Toya couldn't stand each other a long time ago. They were me. She told Toya she was shit of a mama. She told her they be renting cars and leasing cars and renting houses. She talked to Toya like a dog, a dog in the street. Ain't no way in the listen. And you come back from that and you can't apologize to Quad, but now you and Toya bestie boos. No, ma'am. No, we're not doing that. Mm-mm. Yeah,
Girl.
Simone needs to get her ish together because she does flip flop and she's back and forth. She's never the same way. So that's why I appreciate Dr. Heavenly because Heavenly is the same way no matter what. You ain't got to worry about her. She gonna be who she is. That
Yeah,
damn Simone, we ain't show by her. We're not showing.
yeah.
So what are your thoughts on Simone and I'm not Simone, Contessa and Letitia being at the house playing pool. I mean, yeah, shooting pool. And then it's the doorbell ring. Oh, come on, girl, come on with me. Okay, of course we know that was a produced scene. And then Quad being out there and Letitia standing out there at the door looking like that. Ain't no way in the hell I'm standing there watching my current husband's ex-wife I'm not doing it. I'd have been closed that damn door. I
But
might
she
have locked
looked like
Contessa
a
out of her own
weirdo.
house.
Okay. Looking like a weirdo standing up there looking crazy.
Yes,
Okay,
that's
girl, you look like a super weirdo. What did you want her to do? Speak to you? What is it that you wanted? You all but made it very clear that that you didn't want any part of trying to have any type of anything with her. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like so when Quad popped up to her thing, right?
mm-hmm.
The bachelorette party or whatever it was, it felt like she tried to be cordial, cool, all that type of stuff. I'm talking about T-shirt. Like she
Mm-hmm.
wanted sweet tea. Like she wanted to maybe we can be cool or whatnot, right? But
Yeah.
then later on, when Quad does the pop-up thing, right? The funeral,
Yeah.
resurrection, or rise, or whatever it
Mm-hmm.
was, the crazy stuff that she
That
did.
was so fucking. That
When
was
she did
Phaedra.
that, okay, she went completely left with it, like Sweet Tea did. She acted like I was like, girl, I thought that you was okay with maybe trying to be cool with her. Like, I don't care if they be cool or not. Like, I feel like people can coexist in the same
Mm-hmm.
space just because we not together no more. I don't want him, and we can still coexist in the same place. It's not that big of a deal. But why did you have to make such a big deal out of it? Was my issue with it. I was
Yeah.
like, girl, you really is making a big deal out of this when it don't really have to be. Because
It
I
does not
didn't see
have.
what Quad actually did to her because she wasn't the one who even invited herself to your bachelorette party. Phaedra invited her to that bachelorette party. Y'all asked her to leave because Toya asked her to leave. Because once again, Toya
Mm-hmm.
asked her to leave, and that's what she did. And then Toya tried to turn it around. Like, that's what I don't like about Toya. Ooh, that's what I don't like about her. She be doing the absolute most. I'm sure we'll get to it. But as far as Tessa, I was just like, well, I know I understand that they are supposed to be cool or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't want nobody to be cool with Sweet Tea. I'm sorry, I just can't. I don't like it. I
Yeah.
just don't like her.
So
Period.
Chef Don Don says Simone really don't have an issue with Quad, y'all. What's the issue? Simone should just say she don't like Quad. And
She
that's
really
if
don't.
that's what it is, it should be. I'm a firm believer in standing in it. If you don't like somebody, just say you don't like them. And you don't have to keep explaining away why you feel away. If you don't like them, you don't like them. Because
But you at
just
least
because
should have a reason why you don't like them. I mean, like if you don't like somebody, it shouldn't be, oh, I just don't like you because I don't like you. That's so
I
petty
mean, you
and
can have an excuse, but
childish.
I'm just saying you don't have to keep explaining away or making up excuses or doing things to have an excuse. Just say why you don't like them. I don't like her because she's too flashy. I don't like her because she loud. I don't whatever it is you don't like her. Just say what it is.
Or I don't like her because Toya don't like her. Period.
Say that.
That's what she should say because that's what it really is.
Sweet Tea shaded quad first last season. I'm gonna say Sweet Tea can dish. She definitely cannot take it
No,
because
she
you cannot say something about her. She'll have a fit.
Trying to
But then
run
she
back
will come
to
back and
jail.
say something about you, but you can't respond. Like, no, this. I mean, if you let's do it, let's do it. You can't squabble with Heavenly because Heavenly will get your ass together and make you cry like she has done. Like you've
Okay.
been crying.
Heavenly hit you with them words. I said, ooh, oh,
Listen.
Heavenly. I don't know if you can squabble, but them words right there, they hurt.
Oh, Heavenly tell you she ain't fighting. She tell you she ain't fighting. Contestant Sweet Tea Little French. Oh, child. That's it. Only because of Heavenly. And I'm sick of Contessa with all these. Now, Heavenly is trying to be the bigger person. You know, she's doing these hugs and stuff like that. She's doing the hugs.
She really is. She really is
She's
trying.
trying to be cordial. Because she really don't have a problem with Contessa. Contessa has a problem with Heavenly.
She trying.
But, you know, you can't tell somebody how to respond or react to you. But I'm going to need her not to keep harping on this shit. When it's her turn to come up and have a conversation on and it be about Contessa a couple of episodes, I don't want to hear this Heavenly stuff because that's 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't have the pictures of the ladies getting dressed of going to the Moulin Rouge Paris party, but I think Contessa looked a hot mess. She always gets it wrong. She's always costumey. She's always party city. Like Toy said, her this is really party city. She's always dramatic. Like I think the lady told her she looks like Moulin Rouge and some other stuff she said. I can't remember exactly what the lady said, but it was like a
She took it as a
gladiator.
She took it as a compliment, but I was like, I don't think that was a compliment.
That was not a compliment, boo. So the ladies get there and they are being very nosy. And of course, the lady that is over the event, well, that's her building, her location. She was letting them know that Quad's man, her boyfriend, paid for everything. It's all of him. He's doing everything. And I thought it was rather convenient for her and loose at the lips for you to say this. Like, shouldn't you have some kind of confidentiality clause? But I guess we on TV, we got to make TV, so we're gonna say what we got to say. I'm like, lady, how many times you gonna say that? And everybody look like, huh? They like, what? Quad got a man. Yes, Quad has a boo thing, and he paid for this whole damn party.
Not a man at home.
So them helpers get to walk around. Are you Quad's man? Are you Quad's man? Are you Quad's boyfriend? I'm like, really? This is what we doing right here? Everybody want to ask these men. I'm like, them probably the men probably gay. Like the men is not straight, baby.
I didn't like the first one that they went. I was like, they don't even look like Quad style. So
yeah, it's like no, everybody. And I think Heavenly knew because Heavenly and Quad have a relationship outside the show. So I think Heavenly knew. She just had to play it off that she did not know
for the show. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I don't feel like Heavenly.
Yeah. So Quad comes out looking like a human chandelier, and I'm not mad at it. Like Quad looks good. She looks very good. And I don't know if it's Moulin Rouge because all I know is the song "Get You." Yeah, that's all I know.
Mocha chocolate. Yeah. I don't know the words either.
But the place that they were in was decorated. I could see the decorations for Moulin Rouge, but what Quad had on, I mean, I don't know. But Quad is Quad, and she looks good in her outfit. So of course she has to do her speechy speech, and she has to tell everybody how she feels about her man. And the ladies did look nice. So I like Simone's dress. Toya looked nice. I don't know, Heavenly. I don't know what these cutouts are supposed to do, and if that was given Moulin Rouge, I don't know. Contessa is the only one that's standing out, and it's like, lady, girl, no, what are you doing? I didn't get it. And we got Phaedra over there. We didn't get a word out of Phaedra this episode, but here she is, and they look very nice in their outfits. Let's see.
I do agree with you on Contessa's. I was like, girl, I don't really know what we going for here, but okay, we gonna do what we do. Heavenly, I was like, girl, what is we doing? So I feel like Heavenly done went and got some work done, and she is trying to show off this body. So I feel like that's kind of where she was because her and Dr. Jackie was kind of like, let me just wear a chic black, but Dr. Jackie's was more like what's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, one side with the cutouts.
Yeah, hers is more like sleek, classy. Heavenly was going more for I'm about to show y'all this work because listen, ain't nobody paid all this money to get this work, and y'all not finna see it. Y'all gonna see this. That's how I read hers.
Yes. Hey Tamika, how you doing? Hey.
Monique said production pointed out the dude for them to go to.
Child, listen. They did because it was like very laser focused on him. But yeah, as far as Heavenly did have work done, and she's always been saying that she had lap band surgery, she's had lipo, she's had a BBL, and then she just said it in this episode that when Jackie said, "Is that body by Jesus?" She's like, "Yeah, Jesus took the fat out and put it back here, and don't look good." Heavenly does look good, she does, because baby, when they go to season 1, season 2, Heavenly, or they throw them throwback pictures up, they don't mind putting them pictures up of Heavenly, and Heavenly was. And she'll say, she don't mind telling people what she did. And I do appreciate her for being open and honest because, she don't mind being open and honest. Let's see. I do want to point out that we have 14 people in the chat. Thank y'all for coming through. Please make sure you all have liked the video and have left a comment because the engagement is what, YouTube goes by. They want to know that we have engagement. Everybody liked the video and have made a comment. It just does something to the algorithm. Please and thank you. So yeah, Quad does her entrance, and she has to do her little freakum twirl and twerk and whatever, and she got to do it. And that's just the ladies looking at, Quad do what Quad do. And then she brings up her man, and his name is King. King is I don't know what he does or where he's from, but he sounded like he had an accent. Any thoughts on King and Quad's revelation of King and the time frame that they've been together before the ladies knew about it? What are your thoughts, EJ, the
I
TV
love the
judge?
fact that she kept it secret, because if she didn't, they would be all up in his DMs trying to do the most, because these ladies are not nice. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them say it like that. And I feel like sometimes you got to keep stuff to yourself so that you can grow that connection with that person, so that people can't come between y'all relationships. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you, if they had been if we had a, like, if Dr. Damon, like, if he was like, was an OG the way he is with Heavenly, if they hadn't been together for so long, like, ain't no telling at this point. Like, I don't even know how he would be able to stay with her. He stayed with her because he know her. You know what I'm saying? He stayed with her because
Mm-hmm.
he has an understanding of who she is.
Yeah.
Because if you just went by this stuff, Lord have mercy. And the way they always be trying to paint Quad, I don't know if she would be able to have this relationship and have it like be in a good space. And I thought they were cute together. I love the way he loved on her just from what we
Mm-hmm.
saw. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't get to see very much, but I did like that particular aspect of it. And I was like, okay, Quad, like, it's good to see her. And she got her a young man too. Like, you ain't the only one out here getting
Yeah.
these youngsters. I'm gonna go get me a young man too, because his back is stronger than yours, Dr. G.
Okay.
Okay.
But what about Toya though? Toya said, "I'm not. Bye bye Metamucil. Hello Flintstone kid." I said,
Girl.
I wonder what Sweet Tea gonna say about that. Like, Sweet Tea, what are your thoughts on Toya throwing her shade in her confessionals, which I know they're filmed months later. However, she still said it. I wonder what your thoughts are because, yeah. So what you trying to say? I got to deal with the Metamucils.
Hell yeah, and the worms and all of it. Go ahead, Ben. Because ain't that
But
what
the
somebody
ladies,
said?
they found out that
Somebody
he's
said,
been around for a year, and I'm like,
you
okay.
see how they was looking, right? They was broke. They was like a year. Like, in their minds, I could just see all their faces. A year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a year. I don't need y'all bras knowing. And then, but Toya didn't seem that upset about it. She was just like, she know how to keep a secret. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She be keeping stuff to herself. Like,
Yes.
and sometimes I like Toya, and then sometimes I don't. The only
Mm-hmm.
problem I had with Toya on this episode was the fact that she tried to make it a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And why are you trying to make it a thing? Like, it doesn't need to be a thing. Like, why? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, this is like trying to make it the situation. Like, okay, so what? It's been a year,
Mm-hmm. And
but
then
she,
another thing with her that pissed me off when she was like, "Well, that's messed up that she didn't invite Letitia," because of course, Quad lets everybody know that she didn't
yeah,
invite
yeah,
Letitia. But you got to say she's being left out. Hold the freaking frack up, girl. What are you talking about? This is my birthday party. Yes, she's left out. No, I did not want to invite her. I don't
okay,
have to
girl.
invite her. You need to take up that shit that happened last year with Quad came to the bridal shower with Phaedra and production because that had nothing to do with Quad.
Exactly. That's the part actually that pissed me off, was that part.
Like, girl,
It
what the
didn't
hell
piss
are
me
you
off
talking
too
about?
much
That is
about
not the same.
the year. She pissed me off about the thing. I was like, those two things are totally different, about her leaving her out. Like, and then Miss Jackie was like, why would I want my man's wife at my birthday party? Like, because we're not cool. It'd be different if she had accepted the fact when they were trying, when Quad was trying to be cool, even though technically Sweet Tea wasn't supposed to be at the resurrection. She
Mm,
jumped in on that too. Like, she just keep inserting herself in these things
mm-hmm.
that don't really have nothing to do with her, and then her feelings be hurt, but you weren't even supposed to be there. It wasn't even about you, if we just keeping it real. But at the same time, like, you made it clear that you didn't want to try to have a relationship with me. So why would I invite you to my birthday party so I can feel awkward at my own birthday party? No, ma'am, that is not how this is about to go down. I need you to get your life all the way together. And pull it back. And Toya, you're being extra, and you know it, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if old boy had an ex, ain't no way in the world he would be at your birthday party, because you're too petty for that. There's no way.
Exactly.
Never.
Exactly. That's what we're not gonna do. I'm like, Toya, sit your ass down because you're doing too much. Like, why would you even think that would be cool why wasn't thought cool? Like why?
She would
I'm
never.
like, why? But they don't even go together. Like, what are you talking about? Because
Yeah.
she was at the bridal shower last year. Well, y'all let her stay. Y'all should tell her get the hell on. I mean, you should have made her leave or whatever. I think Toya did want her to leave, but y'all should have made her leave. But
We
Letitia
did
was
ask her
okay
to
with her
leave.
staying. Letitia was okay with her staying because Letitia was a fan.
Exactly.
Girl, you a
But
fan. Shut
Toya
up.
made her leave, but Letitia was gonna let her stay. Sweet Tea was gonna let her stay,
Hmm.
and she was smiling and she was happy that she just looked happy. And I was that's why I thought they was gonna be cool. I was like, oh, okay, this they gonna be cool.
Hmm.
She had backtracked on any words that she might have, or anything that she might have alluded to. She
Hmm.
was cool. It was almost like I finally get to meet her, and she not as bad as I thought she was. That's the feeling that I got from Sweet
Hmm.
Tea. Had Sweet Tea have taken that approach with it, I would have so much more respect for her on this show. Like, it is what it is.
Yes, y'all, for real, y'all too big for all these fake forced friendships.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
they is too old for that.
At their
Like,
big ass age, like why are we making people be friends? Why are we making people apologize? Why are we making people do anything that they don't want to do? I don't believe in doing all that. I don't like hard friendships. Like, and I like Quad, but I think Quad will be a hard friend unless you know the boundaries.
well, I mean, I think that her friendship is the thing is that she does put up those boundaries. And because I'm the type of friend, I don't need to call you every day. I probably don't even
Hmm.
really want to talk to you every single day. I mean, I could text you. I don't have to talk on the phone with you. I could go like a long
Yeah.
time without talking to you. That doesn't mean that we're not friends. That just means that, you know, I've been doing stuff. I got stuff going on per se. And but I'm thinking about you and I love you and I care about you, but
Hmm.
I don't necessarily have to spend all of my time talking to you all of the time. And sometimes some people not like that, like
Hmm.
I have friends that I don't have to talk to them for a long time, but when I do talk to them, it's like no time has passed or
Hmm.
anything like that. And I feel like it just depends on your relationships. And I feel like they feel like Quad should always be contacting them. But what about
The
y'all?
reverse.
The reverse
Hmm.
way of it. I feel like each person is waiting for everybody to reach out to them. I mean, sometimes I feel like, oh, don't nobody ever text me or ask me how I'm doing. Like
Hmm.
sometimes I get in my feelings like that because I feel like I'm always the friend that reaches out to other people and be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Yada yada yada.
Hmm.
But but sometimes you just have to get out of your head like that and be like, you never know what other people have going on. So maybe you
Hmm.
should just reach out. And that's how I feel like these women, like they just irks my nerves. They
Yeah.
irk me.
But when I say Quad is a hard friend, about us being on a TV show, I think she's a hard friend because she doesn't talk to them until it's time for production. And then it's
So they ain't friends then.
no, but her and Heavenly, you will see them on YouTube every now and again. They'll do their little thing, their little one, two, maybe once or twice on the off season. You will see them. I mean, you'll see them, on IG. They be, at parties or whatever. They be or gatherings or whatever. They'll be there then. But when it's production time, that's when she's back 100%. But when it's off time, she kind of remind. I don't know if you don't watch the show anymore. Melody Holt. When Melody goes off production, she doesn't
Mhm.
talk to anybody. She's on her time, her and her kids, her business or whatever. But when she comes back, she's back. She still ain't talking to them bitches, but she's back.
Mhm. So it's
But
like a
and
job.
God kind of puts me in the mind of her. And damn, I just thought about that. Yeah, she puts me in the mind of her a whole lot because that heifer checks out and you don't see or hear from her until it's time to come back.
They probably
And that's just when
stressful.
she protects her peace that way. And I'm sure that's what Quad as well, because by you not being, because they didn't want her on the show once upon a time because she was not married to medicine anymore. They didn't want her going to cash trips when she was single. Like, why can't she go because she's single? Y'all knew she was married to Greg at one point. They got divorced. She's still a part of the show. So why can't she go on a cast trip? So she's still part of the cast. I think that was so
Yeah.
crazy of them to mistreat her that way. So I can see why she does what she does, because she has to protect her peace on her personal time. Like, y'all f with my head enough doing while we filming. Y'all
Yeah.
not finna mess with me after I done my job. No.
Okay, because that's what it gives very much. It gives this is a job, and when it's
Mm-hmm.
job time, I am on. Smile, hey bitches, come to my birthday party, yada yada yada. But as soon as we are off and seen, bye heifers, I got to go. Got to go with this man that I got because I ain't got time for y'all. Because this man out here paying for Moulin Rouge parties and stuff. Play with me. Dr. G could never. Oh, God, I hate Dr. G. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like him. I ain't gonna say I hate him. That's a strong word. I don't like him. Oh, and there you go.
Child, so we of course it was back and forth throughout the night where the ladies and the men they kept flip flopping back, but I didn't want to break it up because we're gonna end it with this because Damon, do you really have a clue what Heavenly be yapping about? Heavenly be on here going ham on everybody and their grandmama, their mama, their cat, their dog, and you are oblivious to what. And Heavenly said it. Damon, she'll say it. Damon don't know what I be on here doing. He don't know. He don't know. He don't watch the show. He don't know what I make. He don't watch the show. He don't be on my YouTube. He don't be knowing anything. He just go to work, come home, and then we might have some sex at nighttime. We have, we do it every night. That's what she said. But Heavenly, you are out of pocket, ma'am. You do a whole, and I love Heavenly down. I love Heavenly down. I love her. I love her real, real bad. I do. I'm be shamed sometimes to let people know I love Dr. Heavenly because she is like my kind of ignorant. Because she's not ignorant all day long. She can be ignorant when she's ignorant, but she's very intelligent. She's very smart. She's very business minded, and I love that about her. So that's why I really, really like her because she's not just one way. Like you can have some ignorant people and just be ignorant all day. Like, damn, you don't turn it off. You got nothing else to do. But
Listen, she
she's
had these cameras.
yeah, she's producing the show. She's making the show, and it is what it is. People just can't stand her because she's unfiltered.
Hey, listen, when I first kind of fell into this
She's going
marriage
ham, no cheese.
thing, I didn't like Dr. Heavenly. Like I really didn't, but she grew on me. Like I just learned that she just is who she is. And
And she is
you
not
know what
changing.
I'm saying? Like it's just extra. And she just gonna say whatever she gotta say. And I guess that's why in this moment right here, when Damon was like, his wife get along with everybody. I was just like, he ain't lied though, is the whole point though. Cause she do get along with everybody until she don't. And then
True.
if it'll switch back and forth, like, but
Mm-hmm.
that's the same way with all of them. I feel like Dr. G, and this is not me being biased either, Candy, just because I don't like his trifling self. This is
I
just
don't
me
like I
being
can't
real
stand
because
him.
I really don't like him.
I
But
can't stand him, okay?
but
I
if you
can't
think
stand him.
about
His
it,
goofy ass.
he really is. But if you think about it, he really is inserting himself in this a lot more than what he really should be inserting himself. I take Dr. Damon's approach. Dr. Damon, like, listen, I ain't got time to be dealing with what these women got going on because they gonna do what they gotta do. Okay, like it is what it is. And I feel like that's the approach you should take. But it feels like Dr. G got this little young wife and she keep running and telling you everything. And that's the difference
Mm-hmm.
between a young wife and an older wife. Is
Yep.
that, well, some of them, because you got some of them that still act young, but they'll run and tell something like they want you to do something, like you want me to defend your honor. But no, if you get out here and you say some reckless stuff, you defend your own damn honor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because I'm not gonna be all up in Heavenly face. I've been on this damn show with her for 10 years now. Why in the world? I know what she gonna do, what she gonna say. Why I'm finna do that? Like, why I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna put myself through this? No. Either you want to be cool with her, you don't want to be cool with her. Either you want to be on the show or you don't want to be on the show. But
Mm-hmm.
if you gonna be on this show making enemies with Dr. Heavenly, that's a good way to keep a storyline, I guess.
But again, he has no clue what Heavenly be yapping because Heavenly be going in and she be like, she'll tell you Damon don't know. Damon don't be knowing. Mm-mm. So my thing is with Dr. Greg, and another thing that ticked me off with him in this episode, when they were talking about the referrals and the patients, the mental health part, he was like, and I think that's probably the real root of the issue with them, as far as Damon, because you have him, Damon refers the patients to Dr. G, and
Mm-hmm.
he has turned them away. since everything has happened. Damon, I mean, G, stand in it. If you turning them away because you pissed off with this man and his wife, or pissed off at his wife, then stand in it. If you meant it, that I don't want to talk these people acting fake and stand in it. If that's what you meant, stand in it. You turn them away because yes, you won't get this referral money. You won't get this fee. You won't. You won't get a tap of this from the insurance. You won't. No.
Because that's what I felt like
Oh,
it was
well.
giving. I was like, oh, he lying. I can tell he lying.
Yes, you a dog face lie to me. No, I'm just busy. Nigga, you ain't that damn busy. You a lie and the
You
truth ain't
lie.
in you. Because you couldn't even, you should have said, nah, bro. Nah, I can't do, I can't handle, I can't fool with you like that. Yeah, you sending me and it's money for both of us, but if it's gonna hurt your pockets, I'm gonna let you, stand up in it and say what you gonna say. And what Damon gonna say? Not a damn thing. Oh, okay. I see you. We see each other.
Start referring to somebody else. Shit.
And Dr. Eugene was like, y'all.
Y'all good?
Dr. Eugene was like,
he probably just happy to not be in the middle of nothing his doggone self. Cause Lord have mercy.
They time coming. I know they time coming because he ain't episode 2, but I know they time coming. But he was like a tennis match. Like, and he be looking at them damn glasses. I'm like, Eugene, I need you to get you some wider frames. I'm sick of you doing this right here. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of him in them damn little ass glasses.
Say, but these is cute.
Oh, Jesus. Yes, but that's I think that's the root of the issue, other than the pedal part. And I don't even think he harping on that too much. He just harping on her messing with his business, and then the him and Damon issue,
But how you gonna tell him to get he can't get his wife? Have you seen his wife? You been knowing her. How he gonna get his wife under control? Tell me that. Like, what is he supposed to do?
Right, what he supposed to do? You told Harpo to beat me. That's what you want him to do? Because that's what you used to do.
Okay, but
per quad. And she's put that on, that's been on the reunions. Y'all, he's put hands on each other. So
yeah. I mean, they did get arrested, didn't they? Both got arrested
before the wedding. Yes, they did. Yeah. But the thing is, like, if you don't want to do it, don't weaponize the patients. Like, don't use that. Patients matter. Sir, don't weaponize it. Keep it plain.
Just say you don't want to do it no more.
Just say you don't want to do it. I'm busy. I'm always busy. I'm booked and busy. I'm always busy. Shut up. No, you're not. I do not like Dr. Greg with his tight throat. I do not like him.
He's irritating with his bald head.
Having to do stuff, apologize for it, and do it again. She sure do.
Oh yeah, and at this point, that's the formula, and I'm okay with that. So I'm just like, oh, okay, that's heavenly. Like that's you know what you're gonna get when you.
Yep.
It's her. He's like, okay,
and she'll do it again in about 2 or 3 weeks. She's gonna be.
And she already.
I'm gonna take it back.
Okay, she already admitted that the apologies don't be real, so that's why it happened again, because they not real apologies. But she'll tell you when it's a real one. They should tell Quad. She said, but this a real apology. This is real.
Right? I don't like apologies. Stop apologizing. Just say no. Just do it. I meant it. My bad. I ain't mean to hurt your feelings, but I meant what I said.
That's an apology, though. If you apologize for hurting somebody's feelings, it's still
no. You said I ain't mean to hurt your feelings. That's not apologizing. I meant what I said. I ain't know it's gonna hurt. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I know it was gonna hurt your feelings, but I meant what I said. I'm not taking my words back.
I will if I said something that I shouldn't have said. And I'm truly apologetic about it. If I say, because sometimes people say things out of anger and they don't necessarily mean to say them. So I'm with an apology that is heartfelt, and when you really didn't mean to say it, if I truly didn't mean to come off a certain way, or I will apologize if someone else may have taken it a certain way, because I know that I can be harsh or brash sometimes with my words, and if you took it a certain way, then of course I'm gonna apologize, because that wasn't the intent. Now I might have meant the words, but the
Mhm.
intent was definitely not to come off in, a certain way. So I am a believer in apologies, but I get people that don't believe, um, in apologies either. I just
Sorry
think
to hurt
that,
your feelings.
apologies can go a long way when they're truly meant, when they're meant, like not just, I'm sorry for no reason, but I feel like if you're going to, there are times when people deserve apologies and when you should give them.
Mhm.
Even
Okay.
if you say something that you really meant in the moment, it doesn't mean that it was right to say it. I guess that's the word.
But what whether it's right or whether it is right that whether it's right doesn't mean you didn't mean to say it. Whether it's wrong doesn't mean you didn't mean to say it.
But I
You
don't
meant
even
it. It's
apologize
wrong.
for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you a dirty, low down, dirty bitch. And I meant it because I think you were low down. Think you're dirty, and I think I'm not taking that back because I meant it.
Well, if you really meant it, then there would be no reason to
Yeah, I'm not.
apologize. I'm saying if you truly didn't really mean that, like if you said that to somebody and you didn't really mean that, you just said it out of anger because maybe they said something that hurt you. So you
Mhm.
wanted to go lower and say something to hurt them, but that really wasn't what you really felt. But because I know how to use my words and I know how to make it hurt, then I'm going to say things to make you hurt. But I ain't really mean to make you hurt. It's just you tried me. So I just went ahead and let you know that I can
But that's not an apology, though.
do it too. No, I'm saying if that was the case, like
Hmm.
if that's how it came out, like sometimes you say things that you really don't mean, but you just said it because you reacted to what a person said. Like somebody could say something to you, like somebody just walk up to you randomly and be like, shit, I don't know, because I don't know, that's a whole different thing. But maybe someone said that your hair wasn't cute or something, and then you tell them that
Your
well, you
mama,
ugly
your
or
mama, and I
whatnot.
meant it.
But you, but
You
but
hurt my feelings, I'm hurting yours. Doggone it.
but
Your
that's what I'm
mama.
saying right there is that sometimes our reactions are to hurt another person, not necessarily because we truly meant to the thing. We just want to hurt them.
Hmm.
And I feel like in those cases, apologies are okay.
Hmm. Okay.
But you don't, but I mean, I get it. I mean, if you're not an apologetic person, I mean, you're just not an apologetic person.
I know I have been and I am. I'm trying to come out of that because sometimes it's like you are for one, you already said it. It's already embedded in their brain. They're never gonna forget it. Your apology is never going to go over well because you already said it. And especially if a lot of time has passed, it's really not going to help anything because you've already said it. They thought about it, slept on it, cried over it, rolled around in it. They've done all that. And if you apologize and what do you said it like so
And
saying making
sometimes
an
that's what
apology
people
like
want
is that
is
for
the
you or
apology
for them?
for both. It can be. It just depends on what it is. It all depends on what it is. I mean, every situation is going to be different.
Yeah, true indeed. But you know, hmm, it's just that's a wishy-washy touchy subject of apologies. That's why I try not to say stuff I don't mean because if I'm gonna hate to take it back because I really mean it.
Because your ass ain't going to take it back. You already said you weren't going to take it back. So,
I really don't want to.
but I
Like I
feel
had to
you.
apologize to Dallas for popping off at her the other day. I meant to pop off because of what she did, but I didn't. Like I should have thought about you know
What you were
my
going to say.
reaction to what she did versus popping off.
I
I'm
got
like,
you.
damn, I don't feel like
Half of these
apologizing.
apologies on here are fake anyway, though. So it just is what it is.
Child, of course, because they're
They
gonna
not.
do it again anyway. So y'all, how do y'all feel about apologies?
I mean, because we just had a whole thing.
A whole rant about apologies. There's sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. If you mean it, you mean it. If you don't, you don't. Don't do it. Don't apologize just for the sake of doing it. Just it has to be genuine. A genuine apology. I am not Dr. Heavenly Jr. No, Dr. Heavenly will apologize for some shit she meant. If she call you a raggedy ass heifer or your raggedy head and she meant it, she gonna take it back. But she gonna say it again in about a month or so. And it's gonna be some worse probably because she had to apologize. So no. Oh Lordy.
Just know that if she say something crazy to you, Monique, she meant it, and you ain't getting no damn apology from him, okay? Because she meant it and she said it.
Yeah, so most of the time, whatever comes out of my mouth is unfiltered and I meant it. So do you apologize, Danny? Pretty girl Danny? I want to know. Do you apologize? So EJ, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Simone and Quad, Dr. Greg and Dr. Damon? And would you extend an invite to your ex's current?
Um, Let me see. Okay, so it's this the first one, Simone and Quad. I love Quad. She's a vibe. I don't give a damn about Dr. Simone because she be too fake most of the time. If she would just be real, I would actually like Dr. Simone because Dr. Simone seems like she really is like the one that's like more down to earth in the sense of I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna do this. She probably smoke a little something. Like, that's how I see Dr. Simone. Like she feels like the one that would be the life of the party. You know what I mean? But however, she also very easily manipulated into whatever someone else's thoughts are about another person instead of just having her own true thoughts about that person. Because I really like somebody said in the thing, I don't really think that she disliked Quad per se. You know what I'm saying? I just think that she just on a fad right now. And if she just don't like her, like you said, just say I don't like you. And maybe even say I don't know why I don't like you. Just something about you. I just don't like you. And just call it a day. And then that way nobody has no misconceptions about anything. It just is what it is. Dr. Greg and Dr. Damon, I can't stand Dr. Greg. He's trash. Dr. Damon ain't did nothing to nobody. He just out here trying to listen, Dr. Damon got a lot to deal with. He got heavenly at home. That man just needs to just let him be. Like, I got nothing but love for Dr. Damon because Dr. Damon is calm. He just keep it real chill. He the only one that don't act up. And I feel like if Dr. Greg keep coming at him, he gonna fool around and call him a ninja if he keep playing with him. And I'm like, don't do Dr. Damon like that. He trying to stay copacetic. Now, would I extend an invite to your ex's current? Now, it depends on how close, how long ago it was, and the situation in itself. Like, if my husband and I ever broke up and he got somebody else, no, because first of all, no.
Right.
Like, hell no. I couldn't even deal with that. So I wouldn't even try. I probably would be nowhere in the vicinity. I probably would have no contact with anybody that they like. I just wouldn't. But like ex, like before, no, not the father of my children. No, never that. Maybe like an ex, like a past. Yeah, but not like an ex of any time in
a recent, yeah.
Not even like nobody, like no kid's father and no recent, like if my husband and I were, none of them, not hell no. First of all, because he can't divorce me anyway. It'd be crazy. He'd have to have a mistress out in this thing.
Yeah, somebody should say my bad, pimp.
And that's okay, and that's cool. Yeah. Like, because saying my bad is like saying like shit. I said that shit, but my bad though. And it's not an exact like because you don't always have to say I'm sorry or I apologize. My husband real quick for saying my bad, babe. My bad.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I would. I didn't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's some people's way of apologizing. It depends on where. I guess it just depends on like me. I'll say I'm sorry. Like I'll be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean this. I didn't mean to say that.
But what Danny said, apologies depends on the situation, but most of the time it feels like I apologize for the delivery and not the message.
And that's most of the time what people should be apologizing for. Because most of the times, if you are like, unless it's a direct tit for tat, like you say something bad to me and then I say something bad to you because you said something bad to me. Most of the times I feel like those messages that we say, usually we do mean them. Like we mean them, but we give them in a whack way that requires us to come back and be like, look, I didn't mean to go off on you like that. However, that so that you can talk to them a little bit better, because most of the time that shit gonna come out rough, like you know, and then you just come back. And that's why I say that it's okay to apologize for something, because you might not have necessarily meant it fully in the way that you gave it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you might not meant that you was a raggedy bitch, but they might just be a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You might have been a bitch in that moment, but that don't mean you're a bitch every day. It just mean in this moment you was a raggedy ass bitch, and I told you that shit. You know, but every day you're not. So you know, but in the moment, you know, like it just depends.
Yeah, it just depends. I agree. I
really do. I try to talk to people soft though. Like I try to be like, this Erica is a very soft Erica who will come to a person and be like, look, I don't like the way you said such and such, such and such. And then there's sometimes where I'm just never going to even attempt to, because if I feel like I didn't do something wrong, that's when you get candy. That's when you get the Erica candy. You know what I'm saying? Because
that's what Tamika said.
I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, that's what Tamika said. If I feel like I'm wrong, I'll apologize. If not, then it is what it is. So yeah,
exactly. Because I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna be like, I said it. I meant it. It is what it is. Okay. Goodbye and bye. But if I know that I'm wrong, like sometimes you just know you was wrong.
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably shouldn't have did that. And sometimes that's all people want is that apology. And I feel like that's what Quad wants. She just wants that apology from Simone, Dr. Simone. And I feel like if she get that, they might be all right for the season, because when the season is over with, she going back to her real life with her real friends.
Yeah. And then they're going to have something else to talk about next season. So. Yep. So I hope everybody has liked the video, has dropped a comment, shared the video, have subscribed to both channels. If they are not, we are greatly appreciated. So we're going to wrap this thing on up. And EJ,
what up, boo?
Tell the good people what you got going on your channel, darling.
Yes. Hey, listen, I've been realizing that in all my videos, I stuffed the side of my wall right here. Y'all gotta forgive that. I'm gonna put some lights up there or something. But because it just be, I was like, dang, it's right there bothering me. But on my channel, so on what's today? Monday. So on Tuesday, we're gonna be talking about Love Never Lies. That is a messy show. If y'all have not saw that, you got to check that one out. It's the South Africa version of it. It's really good. It's on Netflix. We're also going to be talking about The Later Daters on Wednesday. That's another reality show. It's really, really good. Married at First Sight, of course. I can't remember what episode we're on, but it's starting to heat up and get juicy. And then I just uploaded all the Queen's Men's videos. All of those are up. I did a theory video. I did a Christmas video. I'm probably going to do another Christmas video here shortly. Try to get it up tonight. It'll probably be up tomorrow. I'm also doing a reaction video, trying out a reaction video to All the Queen's Men. I'm working on editing that now and try to get that one up. And then I'll probably have some other things that I'll upload. And then I think I know we got something else, but I can't think of what else we got. But I do know that on Saturday, if you remember, just remember the watch along. We're going to be watching Ashley's movie. I can't remember what the Atonement. So we're going to be looking at that. It's going to be my first time watching it. And then there's something else that we doing, and I can't think of what it is right now. But I mean, just turn your notifications on. It's always something going on. She said, I reached my reality TV capacity. Girl, you got to watch this South African one, though. Girl, that thing is, when I tell you it's the messiest reality show you have seen, it's messier than all of this stuff right here.
Really? It's on Netflix?
Yeah, it's called Love Never Lies. And it's these real life couples that are, they put them in a house with other people, and they specifically pair them up with each person. And then, and they all already got issues in their relationships or whatever. And then they take lie detector tests about different things, and just a lot of stuff be coming up. And I was like, this is so messy. We had somebody who was cheating on somebody within 3 days. It was just a lot going on. And when I tell you that it is super, this is like PG compared to what this is going on. It's messy because of the way that it comes out, and these are these people's real lives. Like, it's crazy. I would never.
Sounds interesting.
Later Daters was cute too, y'all. Check out Later Daters.
Yeah, Later Daters was cute. I did watch a couple episodes with y'all Saturday. Yeah, that was cute. I still think that man don't like women though.
Which one?
Which one?
Yeah.
That black man. That man that's what he's 50.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
the military man.
He don't
I
like
was
women.
only here for what was her name?
Pam.
Pam, was that name Pam? I don't
Pam
know
was a hoot. Pam was turned up. I said, "Damn, Pam, calm down, shouted."
Not Pam, the one that was
The
black
silver
lady.
hair.
I like the black lady. The black
Oh,
lady.
the black lady with the that man. Someone's that child. We'll talk about that later. That man was terrible. He was terrible. Oh God.
Which
one?
one?
He said he thought she was ghetto. Or no, he liked the little ghetto.
Oh, that one guy, but she ended up getting that silver fox in the end. I was like, girl, I fool around and
I didn't finish.
Sugar daddy if I wasn't married like him. So I'm gonna have to find me.
Because that man said he had his bed is never empty. I said, what the ham and the cheese?
Yeah, that he was doing the most. He gonna be single for the rest of his life.
He needs to be. Well, as for me in my house.
Okay, me in my house.
Me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. We are doing cross tomorrow at 9:30. Me, Letitia, and Lighten It Up with Letitia. And Miss Kira Speaks. We're doing that tomorrow at 9:30. And then on Wednesday night, me, Monique 69 Ways Johnson, and Tamika's Den. We'll be in the den discussing sisters directly after the episode airs. So it'll be like 10:15. So it goes off at 10:15. And we're going to give our first thoughts. And, we love the show. We love to hate. We love it. And we're just going to be there to talk about it. Hopefully they give us something new. I think they're going to have a new outfits have changed. So just be there and be in the chat with us cutting up. But anything else, EJ, the TV junkie?
No, that's it. We're also doing Abbott Elementary on Thursday, y'all, because it comes back.
And Anise Patricia, is that the older lady?
Oh, yeah, that's the black lady. With her
okay. With her daughter that looks
be like
just
her
like
when
her.
I grow up. I gotta lose weight so I can be like her, because she's fine.
Listen, that lady fine, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at her at all. At all. And I want to thank everybody that came through in the chat, everybody that made a comment, everybody that hit the like button. We got Pretty Girl Danny, Monique 69 Ways Johnson. Thank you for coming through. Barbara Johnson, thank you. We had Tamika from Tamika's Den. And who else? We had Chef Don Don. And he is a YouTuber as well. Let's see. Latoya W, thank you for coming. And who else? I think that's it. But if I miss you all, I do apologize that I missed you. Evidently, you didn't leave a comment in the chat. I do apologize. But if nothing else, EJ,